Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Stadium. And this opening kickoff will not even reach the landing zone. It hits short of the 20, so that's going to move the ball out to the 40-yard line. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And slow going there as they only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. 1 yard gain. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Gone. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be, but still all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Just beating the play clock, Smith. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. He finds his rookie wideout from Tennessee. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there. It will be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll get this out to Jeanty. Well, he is out of bounds is, but not before he's inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Smith. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. What seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only Charles in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 without the 4. Solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a second and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, ball on the 3, first down marker at the 1-yard line. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming out.
Third down and 4.
Hey, here we go. Hey,
Geno now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
If this were baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ric Flair. Louis. White 20. Chester. What's that?
From the end zone, Goff. And it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it.
Normally, think about big swings and scores before a half, we think offense, but this time, their defense made the play. Instant pressure off the snap, and they weren't going to let him find a way to escape.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's Dorsett.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now it's Smith off the bootleg.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Smith. They'll try and set up the screen to Ginty. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
It's a loss of 14.
Aiden Hutchinson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third quarter of a two-point game, a good one so far. Here's second and 10. Play action. It's Smith. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Here we go. Direction forward, hunt. Check 58.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, 41 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer, because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on, because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it up. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Things just kind of continuing to unravel for them here in the second half. They take the shot downfield, but this defense, once again, up to the task.
Well, this is where you think about the old phrase, desperate times call for desperate measures, because they've got nothing on the scoreboard, and they're just trying to get something, anything to go their way. But in this case, they turn the ball over.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Here's Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And we'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on E! A Sports.
Right 20. 4 down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
In motion goes Patrick. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Kuntz coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example. There you go. Me talking about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
In my circle, you can't fit. Don't too many be on some anti. I told her pull up. She asked me, do I? Right now I'm fresh as hell. Somebody take a flip.